Greetings, boys and girls. My name is Aridin Kane. Today, it's all about the plastic. Plastic is one of those weird resources you only have one way to get. You can only scrap it from items that already exist. So, with that in mind, I've got 10 locations for you with a substantial amount of plastic items that you can scrap into molded plastic. It's a longer video, but feel free to use the timestamps below to move around to the locations you're interested in. Now that you know what we're doing, let's get started. So our first location is probably going to be one of the more popular and well-known locations for plastic. We're going to head right up here to the north of the map to Morgantown High School. It's right here. We've got the Morgantown Airport and the Morgantown Station over there to our west. Going fast travel there. So here we are outside of Morgantown High School, and all we're going to do is head right around to the front of the building, and we're going to go right in through the main entrance. Now, I've taken the liberty of taking out any of the opposition that we would have run into, which in this case would be scorched. So let's go ahead and head right into the high school. Let's go ahead and turn on our light because it's going to be dark in here. And upon entering, you'll notice we've got an umbrella stand that's got one umbrella, two umbrellas, and a third umbrella. Let's go ahead and head into our junk screen, and we'll go to component view, and we're going to go ahead and hit space on plastic so we can see plastic items when they pop up. So then we'll continue. We'll grab these 3 pumpkins right here. And then we'll head up the stairs. And if you've got marsupial, just go ahead and jump right up there. But I'm going to show you the way to get up there if you don't. So we'll go ahead and head this way. We're going to skip that office. Nothing in here. And then this last door on the right, the red door, which is locked and requires level 0 lockpicking, so anybody can do it. We're going to go ahead and pick this lock, and you'll face a couple of rad roaches. There's one on the wall there, and there's another one right there. Take those out. And the reason we came in here is there is an antique globe that has plastic in it. So we'll head back out the door, across the hall into the home ec room, and then on the shelf up here there's some cooking oil, which the bottle is plastic, and then over here we have a pepper mill, which is made of plastic as well. And we're going to head into this room, which looks like an old library, and then we'll grab the antique globe off the top of the shelf there, and then back into the home ec room and through the other hole in the wall. And then the second classroom will have a globe on the table. We'll grab that. And then there's a big hole in the floor. So we're going to drop into there. And you'll notice we're in a chem lab. And there's a chemistry bench over there. We'll make use of that at the end. So we'll head out this door. And then on the floor, there's a 13 ball. You'd think that means there would be the other 14 balls that go with it, but I never have found any of them. So we've got a bowling ball right here. And then here we are basically back at the entrance where we came in at. There are 3 more pumpkins here on this table. We'll grab those. And then if we head down this hallway, then we're going to curl around to our left into the cafeteria. So in the cafeteria there's a bunch of plastic plates and utensils scattered around. I make it a habit of just grabbing everything just because it makes it easier to see that you have everything, if that makes sense. So we'll grab everything off the tables. There's another plate, and grab all the napkins and stuff like that, even though they're not worth any plastic. Like I said, it'll make it easier for you to see that you've gotten everything. Get this table. Unfortunately, those plastic pumpkins in the middle don't count. This plate on the floor. There's another on the floor, utensils. And again, make sure you check the floor because there will be a lot of stuff that has kind of fallen off. And I think we got it all for here. So then we're gonna, might as well clear this table for being thorough. We'll head into the kitchen area of the cafeteria. And then on this shelf, there's a cooking oil there, another cooking oil, and another pepper mill. Grab those. And we'll head into the service area. There will be 3 cafeteria trays here. We'll grab those. If we jump over the counter, we'll head back out into the hallway. And then this table right here will have 4 pumpkins on it, and then there's one up on the locker. And if we turn to our right, there's this blue door right here. It requires 0-level lockpicking. So go ahead and auto unlock that one. And then behind the door is a broom that has plastic in it. Mops, which are located all over the school, do not have plastic in them, but the brooms do, and there's only one. So now we're going to head into the main gymnasium. Grab the plastic pumpkin off the table here, and then this table here will have a ton of plastic plates. Go ahead and grab all of those. And then here we've got a bunch of pumpkins and golf balls. Grab all of them. Now don't forget the ones that are in this little container. Again, all the golf balls, all the pumpkins. There's one buried in the trash here. Also got bowling pins that contain plastic. There's a total of 6 of them here. Grab all those. Baseballs, not useful for plastic at least. There's 2 more pumpkins over here. We need a little lead. Here's some toys and stuff. So we'll head to this table, and we've got a total of 4 golf balls on here. Grab those. Another pumpkin. There's another pumpkin there. There's another pumpkin. And another. So there's no other plastic over here on the ground floor, and there's none in there. But if we head up the bleachers and then jump over on top of this little area, there's just 3 bowling pins here. Go ahead and grab those. And that should do it for Morgantown High School. Let's run back to the chem lab and see what we ended up with. Just a short way, so we're not even going to bother running because we can't, because we're over encumbered. Encumbered with plastic. Okay, so at the chem lab, go ahead and scrap items. Scrap all junk. So it's 143 plastic out of this location. That's pretty good. Scrap all of that. And our next location is going to be an unmarked location. So if we go into our map, it's right about here. The easiest way to get there for me is just to fast travel to Big Al's Tattoo Parlor and go east. So we're going to do that. So here's the spawn point outside of Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. And what we're going to do is head directly east. And you'll see coming up here on our left, there's a large electrical tower. That's kind of our destination, or at least in the vicinity of it. There's a couple of easy ways to just kind of walk up the terrain. And just just keep heading east. Again, we'll just walk up all of this terrain. And what we want is this house right here. This is affectionately known as the Crazy Cat Lady house, and you'll see why in a second. So we're going to head to the main entrance. I'm going to turn our light on because it might not be very bright in there. And then as we approach the house, you'll see on the walls there are mounted cat heads everywhere. So that's why it's called the Crazy Cat Lady house. And then on the floor right in front of us as we walk in, there's a toy rocket ship that'll have plastic on it. On this couch is a cat bowl. And then there will be another 27 cat bowls throughout the house. Most of them are all right here. So there's one there, and then you've got a couple of them over here. And notice when you kind of grab them, they expand a little bit. So you just want to make sure you grab these. On this table, there's a couple more, and they will drop through the table. So make sure you grab those. Then over here in the small kitchen area, there's a bunch on the counter. Grab all of those. Then on top of the refrigerator, there are a few. Make sure we got all those, and we did. And then right here on the stairs is another one. We'll grab that. And then if we head upstairs, there are 3 of them that you would think you'd be able to loot, but you can't. There's another one here, and then another one here. But we can't loot those because they're bugged or glitched or whatever. But on this table, there's a toy truck, so we'll go ahead and grab that. And then if we head back downstairs, we are done with the Crazy Cat Lady house. Now let's take a look at what we actually got out of that. So if we're looking at our junk tab, we got 28 cat bowls, a toy rocket ship, and a toy truck. So 28 times 2 is 56. That's 2 for each one. And then another 2 for the toy rocket ship. That's 58. And then 2 more. Oh, toy truck has lead, not plastic. So 58 total. Forget the toy truck. So you don't even have to go upstairs. So our next location is really close by, and it's down here at Bolton Greens. Let's go ahead and fast travel there. So here we are outside of sunny Bolton Greens, and much like some of our other locations, we're just going to go in through the front door. Note that you will be fighting Scorched here, but in this case I've already taken care of them. So here's the main entrance, and as you go inside, you're going to turn around to your left and grab that broom, and then over here in this corner there's an enameled bucket. Grab that. And then back towards this way, there's a set of double doors and a pool table. And we're going to grab all the pool balls. Should be a full set of 16, including the cue ball. We'll grab those. And then through this door leads to the actual pool. Here by this table, we'll grab this life preserver that has plastic, and then there's 4 more right over here. So we grab those, then we're going to head into the kitchen, and then over by this door there's a broom, and then this door right here requires a level 0 lockpicking skill, so anybody can open this. Go ahead and auto unlock, and then if you go inside, first there is a broom right by the door, and then over here we've got 2 golf clubs that both scrap down for plastic, and then a golf ball right there. So now we're going to head back into the main dining area. And there's nothing in here, but we're going to go out into the lobby and then up these stairs. This will get us to the second level. And then on this table, there's 2 plastic pumpkins. We'll grab those. And if we turn around and then go up these stairs, in this bathroom, there is another broom. And then over here on the console table, there's a globe. So we'll go ahead and grab that. We're going to head back downstairs. And then out this door. And then down this way. You'll come to a table. And so we've got one golf ball there. And then in the little buckets, there'll be a total of 15 more golf balls. So we're going to go ahead and grab those. Careful when they fall out. There's one on the ground and 4 more in the bucket. And then we've also got 2 golf clubs here. We'll grab those. And then a golf bag here, which could have tees in it, which will give you more plastic. So now we're going to head just right off the ledge here by the newsstand. And you'll find an enameled bucket right there. And if we come around this way, there's a short set of stairs or a ramp. And there will be a final enameled bucket there. So let's check and see what we ended up with here. Go ahead and drop our tent. Scrap all. That gave us a total of 69. Nice. Plastic. So that's a pretty good run for this one. And so these first 3 locations kind of make up kind of my core route that I take all. So now we're going to head to another large location. And let's go ahead and scrap all that. Where we're heading next is down here in the Cranberry Bog in Watoga. We'll have Watoga High School. Let's go ahead and fast travel there. All right, here we are outside of Watoga High School, and the spawn point puts you right in front of the front lobby. So we're just gonna go right in the front lobby. Now there could be a bunch of different types of monsters that you're gonna fight here. Most likely it'll be robots with other things kind of mixed in depending on where you go. This is actually a pretty simple location. We basically want to hit up the cafeteria where most of the plastic will be found. I'm going to show you a route that gets you a couple extra things. But the cafeteria is basically in the doorway behind that big lion ahead of us. But what we're going to do is come over here to the office real quick. We're going to grab the globe there. And then we're going to go over into the library. And we will grab this globe on the shelf over here. Let's get our light on because it is a little dark in here. And then in this hallway, there's another globe. And then back into the library. And we're going to head up these stairs. And then in this classroom across the hall, there will be another globe. So we'll go ahead and grab those. And then if we head through the other doorway in the classroom, that will bring us to the cafeteria right here. So we don't want to really start upstairs, so we're going to go downstairs. And so we have the cafeteria serving area there, and then that stairway will take us to a secondary seating area in the cafeteria. And then right here is our main seating area. And this is where the bulk of it's going to be. I recommend just literally grabbing everything off of every table and all the floors, because in the apocalypse, things fall. So you're going to find a lot of the what would have been place settings on top of the table have kind of found their way to the floor. So we're going to go ahead and grab everything, even if it's not plastic, just because it'll be easier for you to determine if you've picked up everything or not, because some of the stuff is hard to see. So we're literally just going to every single table, and we're looking around the bottom of the table. that one, got that one. And checking the floors to ensure that we picked up everything. And it's maybe a little time consuming, but there's just a ton of plastic stuff here. There's some on the floor. And while these bowls are not plastic, it's still worth it to pick them up just to have a clean area so you can see if you've missed anything. There's a plate on the floor. There's a spoon. And sometimes some of the plates and spoons are hard to see, or not the plates, but the silverware is hard to see. Even if it's on the tabletop, because some of the black ones will kind of blend in pretty well.
Students are reminded to encourage their parents to participate in the Bake Off Take-Off to raise money for plane tickets for the marching band's trip to Japan.
Alright, so I think we've got most everything. Let's check the floors one last time. So for this main seating area, oh no, we missed a whole table. Oh no, we didn't miss a whole table, but we did miss a couple of forks and spoons and silverware. So this main seating area, oh, we missed a whole table. We'll have, I kind of did the math on it. I suppose it's not really math, but you should end up with a total of 16, is that right? Yeah, 16 forks, knives, plates, and spoons. And it appears that we are missing one plate. So next we're heading into the cafeteria serving area, and it's pretty much the same thing. You're just gonna grab everything. There's stuff on the floor. And they have these kind of place settings on these carts, kind of all over the place in here. Well, not all over the place, but there's several of them. And again, even if it's not plastic, we're just going to grab it like those bowls just so we can see easily if we missed anything. And here's another one of those place settings. Some more over here. And again, the TV trays and the bowls and the cups, those don't contain plastic, but we're grabbing them just to complete the area so we can easily see if we've missed anything. There's a napkin. I think we did pretty good in this little area. Let's head it back into the actual kitchen. There will be a few plates. Down there, I don't know what that is, Salisbury steak. Excuse me. Okay, so we finished the kind of serving area, and now we're going to head up these stairs, and there's a small seating area here that will have a lot more place settings. Go ahead and grab all of this stuff, and again, make sure you check the floor because there's a lot on the floor up here. In fact, it might be better to kind of focus on the floor and grab all that stuff, and then hit the tables. Got that one. Again, check the floors. And we got a couple more over here. Last table over here. Okay, so you get the idea. We're basically checking all the tables and all the floors in these 3 separate areas to find all of the... So now we're going to head back to the entrance. And so to do this, I'll show you the quick way to get here if you didn't want to pick up those globes. So this exit here leads to the statue. There's our entrance right there. So you can kind of see the easy way to get to the cafeteria if you didn't want to go into the office and the library. So you'd start out here, go on the other side of the lion, and there's the cafeteria. But what we want to do real quick is head up these stairs, and we're going to head into the science lab. And we can scrap all the stuff here and see what we end up with. So scrap the items. T to scrap all, and for plastic we got 158. That's pretty decent. So we'll go ahead and scrap all of that. So our next location is going to be nearby, and it's going to be just up here to the northwest at Fort Defiance. Let's go ahead and fast travel there. So here we are outside of Fort Defiance. And while this may seem a little intimidating at first, it's really kind of dead simple. If you've already completed the Brotherhood quest, then you will have no problems here. If you haven't completed them, go do that. So we're just going to head straight in through the front door. You'll be fighting some Scorched here on the outside. So you basically got 2 options once you get inside. You can go through these doors on the left by opening this, or there's also, you can go on the right. Now, we're not going to go on the right, but there is a bunch of plastic over there, mostly in the form of enameled buckets, but there's miscellaneous brooms and IV bags and things like that. So if you really were inclined, you could pull probably 40 to 50 plastic out of there. But it's all over and it's spread out, so it doesn't really make a very cohesive farm route. But if you're going to explore this area anyways, you might as well go there. But what we're going to do is go to the left here and then into this small kitchen area. There's an enameled bucket right there. We'll grab that. Let's get our light on because it's super dark in here. None of these plates or anything are plastic. What we actually want to do is go to this elevator. So we're going to open the elevator door, and we're going to go straight up to the 4th floor. If you haven't completed the Brotherhood quest yet, you won't be able to do this. So once you get inside, we're going to look down here, and this first room on our left will have a pool table with a bunch of pool balls on it, pool cue. Just going to grab all of those and make sure you check the floor because apocalypse, things fall. And there's another pool ball down there. So it's not a full set, but enough to make it worth it. There's also the possibility of a magazine right here. We're going to go ahead and grab that because why not? And then nothing in this room. But then if we head back out into the hallway, and we look down to the end, you can see a kind of a small kitchenette area, and the table is set with a bunch of plates and forks and knives, and they're all plastic. So we'll go ahead and grab all of those. And then let's check the floor, make sure nothing fell. Looks like they didn't. But then there's some more on the counter here. That looks like it's it for this location. Now, if we head head into this room, you'll see some power armor and other miscellaneous items, but there's also a workbench here, so let's go ahead and see what we got. We scrap everything. So it gave us a total of 41 plastic. And like I said, if you've already completed the quest, this is super easy. You can pop in here real quick and bam, 41 plastic. So we're going to scrap that. And the pool cues, do they have plastic? They do. The pool cues that you picked up also contain plastic, so we want to go ahead and scrap those as well. And that's going to do it for Fort Defiance. Like I said, there was that you could go to the right and fight all the ghouls and stuff like that, but I didn't feel like that one was worth it. And plus, you're going all over the whole place, which, like I said, if you're exploring, great, go do it. But otherwise, probably not worth it. So our next location is going to be just up here. We're going to go to the Whitespring Resort. We'll fast travel there, and you want to go into the Whitespring Refuge, the interior of the spot. So here we are inside the Whitespring Refuge, and we are just going to go up here to our right, and we'll follow this down, go through the clinic, and then you'll end up in this kind of main lobby area. And we're going to head over here to where Giuseppe is, Stamp Guy, and Bubbles. And then over here is a door leading outside. We're going to go there. So once we get back outside, what we're looking for is this little putting area. So if we look down on the ground, you'll see that there are a bunch of golf balls, and they are kind of everywhere. So we're going to carefully look on the ground. This might be more difficult at nighttime, not sure. Anywhere you see these little white things, I don't know what they're called, I don't golf. There's a good chance, and especially if you see little green buckets, there's a good chance for there to be golf balls right near there. So I usually go around the edge here, make sure I've got everything, and just kind of keep your eyes peeled. And then there's more inside this bucket. So we're literally scouring the ground for golf balls, which there's quite a few of them. And the golf clubs as well. You want to go ahead and grab those because we can scrap those down for one plastic each as well. And the other really nice thing about this spot is you are protected by the White Springs robots. So that's pretty sweet. You don't have to worry about any monsters or anything like that. You just come here and grab the plastic. And this is a pretty well-known location, but I feel like a lot of people have forgotten about it over time. So your mileage may vary. I'm doing this on a private server so you can kind of see best case scenario what you're going to get. And we should end up with about 40 plastic, I think. There's another golf ball.
The grounds are not secure.
There's a golf club. Yeah, sometimes the golf clubs kind of blend in. But the nice thing is it's usually everything you're looking for is going to be on the green over here. There isn't anything that I've been able to find over here, unless it got blown over here because of some battle or something like that. So maybe not a bad idea to check off the green, but pretty much everything you're looking for is going to be on this green area right here.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, there's another golf club and a golf ball we missed. Oh, there's another one. See, they're kind of everywhere. So now if we head to the southeast, and we'll just pop over that railing and go through this door, we'll go ahead and find a workbench that we can scrap all this stuff at and see what we got. Right in here. Yeah, we've got a tinker's workbench right here. So we're going to scrap items. So you can see we've got a bunch of golf balls, golf clubs. So 35 plastic from the golf balls, basically. And then the golf clubs will each give us 1 plastic as well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got a total of 8 more from the golf clubs. So that's what, 43? All within the safety of the Whitespring, so you didn't have to worry about getting attacked by anything. So our next location is going to be up in the northwest corner of the map, and it's going to be the Tyler County Fairgrounds. I'm almost afraid to do this one and add it to the list because it's kind of spread out, but it's super safe at relatively low levels, so we'll go ahead and include it. So we're going fast travel there. So here we are outside of Tyler County Fairground, and we're just going to head straight down here, and you can kind of see we've got an overview of the whole place, and all we're going to do is basically take a trip around the outside and then end up in that garage. So let's go ahead and start there. So we'll head down, and so we've got this first kind of row of games, so we're going to skip most of this. You'll see there's the fortune teller, and then the next door, we'll go in there, and at the atomic rollers, there's a Nuka-Cola cup and straw. Now note that the straw is important because that's the plastic part. This place is littered with cups everywhere, but very few straws. So just keep note of that. All these ones are on the ground, stuff like that, are just cups with no straw. So then we're going to head right over here to this building. And this booth is the Funnel Fun booth. And inside here, you've got a cooking oil. And then over here on the stove is a pepper mill. So we'll grab those. And then we are going to head right here. And you'll see this big, long semi-trailer. We'll go right between there. And you'll see the farm to food booth right there. And then over here by the ice freezer is a Jangles the Moon Monkey. Grab that. And we're going to head back out here, and you'll see this turquoise booth. And this is actually the first aid booth. You can kind of see right there. So inside here, we're going to have, there's an IV bag down here. Grab that. Then 2 more IV bags up here, and then a 4th one down here on the floor. We also want to go back here. We might have to go to the other side to get it. There's a bone cutter that we want to grab. That is a little bit of plastic. And then on the outside here, the cup and straw have moved to over here. They will usually be right here. So now we're going to continue to, what is that, northwest, and kind of head towards that blue thing and stay out of these riot areas because the fencing will get you stuck in there. And then we are going to end up at the Bandit Roundup. So you just jump over the counter. We've got a toy rocket ship and then 2 toy aliens. And unfortunately, these teddy bears don't have plastic, but if you need teddy bears, here's a good spot. And then next we'll go into the prize booth right here. And then inside there, we've got 1 toy alien and 3 toy rocket ships. So we'll grab those. And these other toys do not have any plastic in them. And then next we've got the Nothing But Net, which has no plastic. So just skip that. And then we've got the Jar Toss. Come around the backside to enter here. And we've got a golf ball there. Okay, cup and straw, but not the kind we want. There's another golf ball. Then over here we've got 2 more golf balls and a Nuka-Cola cup and straw. And then over here we've got 1 more golf ball. I thought there was 1 more. Did 1 fall on the floor? Oh, there it is. Kind of hard to see with the glare. So then we will head back out to where we were. And we've got the throw-in bowl. So we'll head inside there. And we got a bowling pin on the floor and then 3 more on the shelf. And we'll head back outside. And now we've got the hole-in-one, which will have 1, 2, 3, 4 golf balls. There's a 5th golf ball. And then inside on the floor, there's 1, 2, 3, and then there's 4 right underneath. So a total of 9 in this booth. Then we'll head right over here to the ice cream cart, and we'll grab the Nuka-Cola cup and straw there. And then turning around and heading back around the rear of the hole-in-one, you'll see a small garage here. And if you head inside, there will be a table with 2 plastic plates, a plastic pumpkin, and then 2 more pumpkins over here on the table. Now, things in this room tend to get dislodged and moved around as things explode and things like that, so you may have to look around. So then over here we have a tinker's workbench, and we'll scrap all the items. And we got a total of 58 plastic for that one. That's not bad for a place where you're really only fighting scorched and maybe a couple of rad roaches. So we'll go ahead and scrap all of that. And then our next location, these next couple are going to be kind of quick fire. They're smaller locations that will have some plastic in easy to reach areas. So we're going to head to Helvetia, which is right over here in the forest, almost over to Top of the World to the east. And we'll go ahead and fast travel there. All right, so here we are outside of lovely Helvetia. And the first spot we're going to head to is right in front of us at this yellow house. Now, Helvetia is one of those places where it can be really quick. You can just go to one spot really quick and grab, 70 to 80% of all the plastic here. Or you can spend a minute or two and get everything. So the first thing we see here is at the base of the stairs of the yellow house, we'll have a dog bowl. Grab that, then head inside, and then skip all of these areas, and then head into the kitchen. And there's another dog bowl on the floor. There's some cooking oil on the counter, and then a bread box over here on the other side of the refrigerator. So then we're going to head back outside. And this house right here will have a few items for us. And again, just as with the other locations, I have removed all the opposition. So you will be fighting scorched here. So this desk as you enter will have a cigarette carton. We'll grab that. And then we're going to go upstairs. And then in this room, we'll have the autopsy board game on that shelf. We'll have a toy rocket ship in the corner. And then in our kitchen area, we'll have 2 plastic spoons. We're going to head back outside. And then turn to our right, and there's a house here on the outskirts of town. I always call this the other house because I don't know what else to call it. On this counter, or on the shelf, we'll have a cigarette carton. Then we head into this area, we'll find an enamel bucket. And then if we head into this little office, we'll find a pen on the desk. And then, so just make sure and check all your containers, because there's a cue ball, there's a hairbrush. So there's tons and tons of containers in Helvetia that are going to have things for you. Let's head upstairs real quick. And this large area will have no plastic that I was able to find, but there's a kitchen area right in here. And on the floor is a dog bowl, a coffee pot which contains plastic, as well as cooking oil. So we'll head back outside. Now we're going to head back towards the yellow house. And then once we get to the street in front of it, we'll kind of hang a left. And you'll have this first house here. It's kind of reddish. This is kind of the main draw. Inside you're going to have a pool table that's got a full set of 16 balls as well as a couple of pool cues. So go ahead and grab all of that real quick. And then on this counter, we've got a cigarette carton which contains plastic. And then in the kitchen, we've got a cooking oil and then a food dehydrator in that corner. Now you could leave here and have most of the plastic. There's a couple other quick spots we're going to hit for a couple more plastic to throw on top. So right here, you got the work shed and the post office, and then a dog house outside between them. And there's a toy alien on the ground. You can't pick up this cat bowl that I have seen, but we're not worried about that. So we got the post office, the church, and then over here behind this house, this is what I call the Civil War house, just because there's a bunch of Civil War stuff in here. But on the floor, there's also a Nuka-Cola cup and straw. Grab that. And then if we head back outside and turn to our left, the bookstore right over here. We did have our light on. It's just dark here. We'll grab this broom, and that is everything I was able to find in Helvetia. Let's run over to the work shed real quick. There's a workbench inside that we can use to scrap all of this. And there was no plastic in here that I was able to find, but there are containers, so we're checking those. So let's scrap this and see what we got. So we got a total of 58 plastic there. Let's go ahead and grab that. And then the cooking oils scrapped separately. So they're one each. So that's 61. And then the pool cues give you another plastic. So 62 and 63. So 63 plastic for this location, which is pretty quick and easy, and you're only fighting some low-level scorched. So our next location, open up our map. We're going to go over here on the left-hand side, and we'll have Ohio River Adventures. Let's go ahead and fast travel there. So here we are outside of Ohio River Adventures. And note that when you first spawn in, there will be 2 mirelurks right here that you'll have to take out. They're generally not a big deal, but if that's a problem for you, you should be able to run just forward into the raider facility, and they'll help you take them out. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to head right into the front door of this raider camp. And if you have a positive faction with them, they won't attack. Otherwise, you will have to fight them. You'll eventually end up with a positive faction with them anyways, so not too big a deal. So we've got this first building right here. And we're going to head right there, open the front door. And then on our right, let's go ahead and get our light on. We've got 3 life preservers on the shelf. There is another life preserver on this shelf, and if we turn around to this counter, there's a pack of cigarettes, and we'll grab that too. So then heading back outside, curl around to our right, and there is a life preserver on the floor. And then heading off into the north is kind of where the main dock area is. So we'll go ahead and go in that direction. And you'll see immediately on our right, we'll have kind of a deflated raft, and there's a life preserver on that. And then back up on the dock, we've got several more life preservers. There's a stack of them right here. Now, before heading to the main dock house right there, we're going to head over here to our left, and there's a life preserver on the dock there. Grab that. And then heading off the dock, you'll come to, you can go up here and make it nice and neat. But basically what we're doing is heading over here to these rocks. And you'll see there's a Jangles the Moon Monkey there. And he is an avid golfer apparently. So we're going to come over here to him. We'll grab the golf cube or the golf club. We'll grab the golf ball there. We'll grab Jangles. And then inside this bucket is another, I think, 12 balls. We'll grab all of those. And then if we look off to our left over there, there's kind of the golfing flag there. Over here we'll find another, should be 5 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5. And there could be more. I kind of checked the area pretty thoroughly and didn't find any more than that. But so a total of 18 golf balls there. That's pretty sweet. So then we head back towards the docks again. And we're going to come over here and make our life easy. And then now coming back to the main dock house, you'll see immediately on our right there's a life preserver there, one there. We'll head into the actual house. There's another one.
Call me Bones.
On the shelf we've got a coolant and then an antifreeze bottle immediately behind us. There's another life preserver, one more life preserver, and if we head up the stairs we'll have a coffee pot on our right, and then we'll go back down the stairs, and now we're going to head to a workbench to scrap all of this. And that first house we found had a workbench there and a dog bowl right by it. So we'll grab that as well. So if we go to scrap all of this, it gives us a total of 63 plastic. So go ahead and scrap that, and then the golf club makes 64. So that's pretty awesome for a location that'll take you about a minute and there's effectively no fighting, assuming you have the proper faction, of course. Alright, so our next location is going to be another quick one. It's in the north part of the map. And it's right here at Hemlock Holes. So let's go ahead and fast travel there. So here we are outside of obviously the Hemlock Holes golf course, as you can see from the sign. And this one is another quick and easy one. We're just going to run in here and hang a left, and you'll have a picnic table here that's got a baby rattle and then a pack of cigarettes. We'll grab those, and then we'll head right into the golf shop over here. And we're going to slow down, make sure our light's on because you can't see anything. And we're going to grab golf clubs, golf balls, and shopping carts. There's several on the shelf here. Also make sure and check the golf bags because they will often have more golf clubs and golf balls in them. So we'll grab all of that, grab these 3 on this shelf, and you also want to grab the shopping baskets because they have a little bit of plastic as well. And over here we've got another shopping basket, a golf club, and make sure you check your shelves pretty thoroughly because it's easy to miss some of the golf clubs so they kind of blend in a little bit. There's another shopping basket. Come around this way. There's another. So there's a golf club in there. We're going to go ahead and leave that because I'm not going to grab anything that's not definitely going to be here. So there's some more golf balls. There's a golf club sitting right there. And then make sure you check the floor because things drop in the apocalypse. So here's some more golf balls. And over here on the shelf we have some more. There's a couple more there. It's a golf club. And go ahead and grab the cigarette carton because that has plastic as well. We're we're gonna run right outside, and I've placed my survival tent down since there aren't any workbenches around, so we're gonna use this. And if we go to scrap items, scrap all, so we've got 26 plastic there. Go ahead and scrap all of that. And then we've got another 6 golf clubs. So each of those is 1 plastic as well. So that'll give us a total of 32 plastic for this one location. Really no fighting except maybe like a rad roach or something like that. So easy peasy. And then our final location is going to be unique for one simple reason. We are going to head down here towards the middle of the map, and we are looking for Summersville, right here by this big lake that isn't a lake. Go ahead and click there and fast travel. So here we are outside of Summersville, and we've got this house right here in front of us at the spawn point. So what we're gonna do is just go right inside the front door of this first house. Note that there are a few feral ghouls that you'll have to fight here, but shouldn't be any problem. First thing we're gonna do is grab the globe right in front of us, and then to our right we've got a total of 3 umbrellas, and then a broom and a dog bowl if we quit kicking the hat stand around. And over here in the kitchen area we've got a coffee pot, and then next we're going to head right outside, and on top of this picnic table is an autopsy board game. So go ahead and grab that, and then we're going to kind of head down the stairs into the basement where all the good stuff is. We've got a pool table with a full set of 16 pool balls, including the cue ball. So we'll go ahead and grab all those. And then on this shelf right here, we've got a clothes iron. And then inside on the table, we've got a globe. Do not forget your adhesive. Always grab the adhesive, always, no matter what. And then we've got a coolant bottle here on the ground, and make sure you check your containers because there's a good chance, obviously, that there'll be plastic. 3 of the containers have plastic, but we're not going to pick it up because we want to basically show what's here for sure. So let's run outside real quick to our... I went ahead and dropped my survival tent right here. Let's go ahead and scrap these. And if we scrap all, that gives us a total of 45 plastic. Not amazing, but a good location. The reason why we specifically added this location is because the astute of you may have noticed that on the shelves there are books everywhere. In total, there are over 300 books that you can pick up and then subsequently scrap. I'll give you a lot of cloth, but the main purpose of coming here is to reset your item list. So at this point, if you went ahead and grabbed all of these books in the house, upstairs and downstairs and outside, that would give you 250 items, and you would be able to server hop and basically start the plastic scrapping routes all over again. You can go to all of the locations. So here I've given you a little teaser of how to reset your item list. If you're interested in more information, I've got a full video on how it works and why you want to do it. It's up here on the right hand side. If you've made it this far, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. All those things really help me grow, and I appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching.